Webfishing has only been out for a month at this point, but the modding community has already put together some amazing mods. So like I did with the custom maps in a previous video of mine, I wanted to go over what I think are some of the best webfishing mods currently out. Let's start out by explaining how to install mods, as it's probably easier than you were expecting. But if you already know how to do that, then you can skip to the timestamp I have on screen now. The first thing you'll need to do is download and install Hook, Line, and Sinker, which is the community-made mod loader for webfishing. Once it's installed, you can open it, and this is where you'll be able to download mods, enable or disable the mods you already have installed, and either start the game with the mod you have enabled, or start vanilla webfishing without having to uninstall all of your mods. This mod manager is connected to Thunderstore and is where all of the available mods that you can download come from. But if the mod you want to use isn't on Thunderstore for whatever reason, then you can easily install third-party mods into the mod manager by hitting import zip. But with that all out of the way, let's finally get into the mod showcase. For our first mod, let's look at one that makes your game feel more alive, which is the day and night mod. Like you may have guessed from its name, this adds in a day and night cycle to the game that can either be based on the real world's time or your own custom time scale. It starts in the morning like this around 6 AM, then later in the morning looks like this, before eventually going to this around 5 PM, and finally turning dark around 9 to 10 PM, which looks like this. If having to wait for the sky to change isn't for you though, then you can use Sky menu. This adds in a new in-game menu that allows you to change your sky into 4 new options, with 2 of them being day and night options, one being solid blue, and finally a pink sky. This mod also goes along with Sky API, which allows mod makers to easily add their own custom skyboxes into their maps. So it shouldn't be too long until you start seeing a lot more custom skies and custom maps. As for cosmetic mods, it's really hard to pin down what are the best mods, as it really comes down to your personal taste. But one mod does stand out, which is Z's Species mod. This adds in over 18 new species options like the axolotl, the bear, the shark, some funny ones like the cube, and more, with another 14 possible species to come in the future. This of course doesn't cover clothing items, but like I said before, I really feel like that comes down to personal choice. Have you ever looked at the water and web fishing and thought that you needed to swim in it? As that's exactly what web swimming allows you to do. This stops water from being able to kill you, so now when you jump into water, you'll just be able to walk around in it, or sit down and fish in it instead. The next mod is one that expands the game instead of adding entirely new features to the game, which is called Webfishing Expanded. This mod adds in 12 new creatures that you can fish up, with 6 of them being found in freshwater and the other 6 being found in saltwater. This includes things like roe, cowfish, blobfish, and more. Sometimes you don't want entirely new content though, and instead want something more in line with the mod you would see in BO2 lobbies back in the day, which is what Xeon is. This mod menu gives you a ton of options to have fun messing around with the features already in the game, like changing your player speed, giving yourself any item, being able to teleport to specific locations, giving your player money, and a lot more. And for the last content mod before we get to the quality of life mods, we have gun. Like you might have suspected from its name, this automatically adds in a huge gun to your inventory. And you're even able to quote unquote shoot it, which won't make a bullet come out, but will give you this cute animation. Getting to the quality of life mods now, we first have Tacklebox, which is a mod that adds in a new mod button to the title and escape menu that allows you to see what mod you currently have installed, while also allowing you to configure the ones that have config options. No accessory limit is another great quality of life mod, which, like you might have guessed, allows you to put on an unlimited amount of accessories. Quick Gamble allows you to skip past the scratch off part of a lottery ticket, so you can quickly run through a stack of tickets. Young's vending machine adds in a prop vending machine that you can place to easily buy drinks regardless of where you are in the world. To go along with that, we have a bounce mushroom prop, which adds in a bounce mushroom as a prop that you can place and use wherever you want. And finally, for the last quality of life mod, we have Yam. This is an amazing auto fishing mod that doesn't straight up just auto fish for you, but also allows you to customize how it goes about doing that. So you could have it just auto cast while you still mash, only have auto reel on, have every option turned on, or whatever combination you feel like will help you more. While that's all of the mods I wanted to show off, this video didn't include any of the custom maps, which are also mods, as I already made an entire video specifically for the map since I felt like it's in an entirely different category. Since then though, I've also made my own custom fall themed map that aims to give you a new autumn-like area to play in, while also keeping every key part of web fishing, down to the rock jumps. If you want to check it out for yourself, you can find the map on Thunderstore alongside Hook, Line, and Sinker under the name Fall Fishing. I also wanted to have a massive map to play on, so I ported over Gmod's Big City map, which is so big that you can't even see the full map with unlimited view distance turned on. You can also find this map on both Thunderstore and Hook, Line, and Sinker under the name Gmod Big City.